Hey, it's Rachel from the Life Facilitator, and I am calming the chaos in my life with a planner video. Well, I'm just showing you how, I guess I'm showing you how I calm the chaos in my life, and we're going to walk through a little plan as I go. So to start, you can see I have my brain dump sheet, my little half sheet. That thing acts as my working memory, so I don't have to remember those things throughout the week. Um, I have learned over the years, and especially as I get older, my working memory gets less useful. And so I don't try to overtax it. So I write a lot of things down. Some of the things on the list seem um, sort of silly to write down, but by writing it down, I literally just don't have to think about it until I actually have to do it. It's a really great system. And so next I want to say that this was the way that this page started is definitely not how it's going to end. And part of the reason there was already writing on the page was because Sunday of this week of the week before, I was feeling a little overwhelmed with the stuff that was coming for this week. Two things that typically overwhelm can lead me to overwhelm are an upcoming trip, and I had one of those this week, and some new items on my schedule. I have started working with a company that does private tutoring, and I've started executive function coaching for this company, which is amazing, and I'm super excited about it, but it does mean my schedule changes. And so, in order to calm the mental chaos a little bit, I went ahead and wrote down what I knew for the week ahead of time. And so now I'm coming in with my color code to break up the text and give myself some sort of visual cues of what is happening when and where and like what sort of box it falls into. Um, the other thing is because I'm going out of town in this particular week, I needed to front load well, all of my tasks for the week. So I had Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday to complete tasks that included home tasks, work tasks, um, and uh, you know, creative content, all of that. And so um, I needed to make sure I had space in my schedule for these items. And also backing up and realizing that realistically, there was not only so much I was going to be able to get done in 3 days. And so, even though there were a lot of things I wanted to do this week, um, being realistic about, yeah, you're just like not going to get them all done, and that's okay. I am building my sidebar, and this section is for some goals. And as much as possible, I like to create goals that are SMART. And I'm sure you've heard this term before, SMART goals. That goals that are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. And even though it doesn't look like it, just because I have such little information written for each goal, the first two goals actually are SMART goals. They have a measurable outcome, they are achievable, they're relevant, and they're time bound. Now, as I get down the goals, they become less smart and interestingly enough, less uh, I was not able to keep up with them because I had made them too vague. Um, and so, for example, the top goal is about doing 2 sets of my physical therapy exercises, um, and then having and doing that 4 times a week. So I have 4 little ticks for that. That was very, that's a pretty specific and relevant, reasonable, achievable goal. The second one, which I can't see from where I'm looking, is in a similar vein. But then the third one is like share on Instagram, and it just was not specific enough, and or yeah, it was too vague, and so I didn't do it. I didn't schedule it. I didn't put it on my calendar of where I was going to either work on scheduling Instagram or like when I would actually post. And so, lo and behold, it did not get done. And honestly, I kind of love, no, no, I mean, I don't love when that happens, but it's information. It's good for me to, it's a good reminder to myself that if I want to prioritize something, I have to schedule it. I have to literally give it a day and time. Otherwise, um, my brain will find a way to not let it happen, or just avoid it or forget it or all the things. And that goes for things I enjoy to do too. Not that I, well, I'll be honest, I don't always love posting on Instagram. It does take a little bit of work, and trying to be intentional about it makes it even more time consuming. Anyways, so as I've been chatting, you have watched me fill in some information. And at this point, I am feeling pretty good about um, the information that I have put on the page. And unlike how I used to plan in the past, I am limiting the deco because I want to make sure I have room for the like information. But I love that there's always, especially in this format, this Happy Planner format, there's always room somewhere for a little bit of deco. And it's become my favorite part of like the end of the week is like putting the puzzle piece together of like adding the decorative elements in the open spaces on my planner page. Of course, that said, I am going to deck out the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday because I will not be in my planner at all during that time because I will be out of town. We are flying, well, this trip has already passed, but um, I had very limited luggage options on this trip, so I didn't even attempt to take this planner. I didn't need to take it. There was no real purpose for me to bring it anyway. So I just filled up the space with some fun stickers. I think you can tell from the stickers I'm using, we went to New York City the weekend of this spread, and I kind of love that I had the opportunity to, add a little bit of decorative element. Um, Again, sort of feels like, putting a puzzle together, which is good for creativity, problem solving, all those things. And and because the beginning of my week is so sort of lists and tasks and notes and those sorts of things, it's nice to have room at the end of the week for decorative items. Plus, I have had some of these sticker books for an embarrassingly long amount of time, and by golly, it was time to just use the stickers. And so that is what I did. And I not much to say about that. The trip that we took was really, we had a great trip. It was really fun. Um, it was also fun because I was worried about nothing on this trip because I had completed quite a bit of things that I had planned to for the week. All right, I'm showing you my nails because that actually was a priority for Monday, was to put my nails on because your girl these days just feels so strange not having not having her little nails on. Okay, so we're on to, I cannot tell at this point if this is the end of Monday or the beginning of Tuesday. No matter. Um, I, oh, it must be Tuesday. So you can see that for Monday, I had, I had planned a lot of things to get done, and I think, most of the things done. And so I tried as much as possible Tuesday to have sort of only light lift items that I needed to work on. And what I mean by that are just items that aren't super taxing, so that I can have a little bit of a break between sort of go, go, go Monday and then the go, go, go Wednesday coming up. Um, this just helps me not burn out. If that's really the motivation behind it. And I know I have a little bit of extra space, and so I am going in and adding the cute little stickers. This sticker book is like a I guess they used to be called Color Story sticker books. I'm not sure the name of the sticker book, but it has a variety of stickers from a variety of different Happy Planner collections, and I love that it's color specific. So like there's a whole bunch of stickers that are like blue and orange and yellow, and it's really nice for the way I plan currently of color coding, and so I'm typically using the same colors, and so the sticker book's really fun for that. When I'm not using my planner for my lists of things that need to get done and my schedule, I like to add tracking items. So things like what I am watching, what I am reading, um, sometimes, a lot of times, what we've had for dinner. Um, Part of the reason I add these things is because I never remember. You could ask me, what did we watch? What show were we watching 2 months ago? And I couldn't tell you. But being able to look back and have that information, really handy. Here I documented that I had finished a book on my Kindle and that we were also watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer. We are deep into Buffy. Neither my husband and I, neither of us have ever watched the show before, even though we grew up in a time where we could have easily watched it. I don't know what I was watching during that time. See, I don't even know. But we've really enjoyed Buffy. It's been super fun. And I like to document that because we tend to get really into a show for a period of time, and then we don't finish a lot of shows, but we definitely go hard for them for a brief period of time. Um, Also, side note, one of the best things about having um, a brain dump, like little list, and writing things in your planner, you get to check things off twice. And absolutely love checking things off. It really is. And I'm not ashamed of the fact that I will also write things on my list so that I can check them off. Because you got to get that dopamine. Um, so I am adding little bits in the open spaces. It is an absolute delight to do this. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you gotta make changes, and it's all part of the fun. And also, I feel like I've realized recently it's like my reward for planning in my planner is getting to then add the fun stuff when I've like completed a day. So, so there's that. I am actually I will this will wrap up this video because I will not touch this planner for the rest of the week. And so, as I wrap up, I'll show you a final spread. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy this video, and I'll see you in my next one.